All right, welcome to the relationship show. This one is on being insecure about your body. And so this woman writes, she's 31 and alone. She's tired and alone. Um, I have a lot to give and nobody to give it to. I got pushed to the side for other women all the time. Every boyfriend I've ever had since I turned 16 has ended it to be with a woman who has a better body than I do. Is that the reason, or are you telling yourself that um, because you're kind of caught up in this insecurity about your body and how you look, and you're interpreting like that as like a filter for everything wrong that happens to you? It seems to be a common thing what we do, and you're not alone in that. Um, but it's just a pattern. It's not even if you think it is your body, it's really maybe a small portion of actually being your body is the problem, and a bigger portion that you think it is. And when you think it is, it really communicates to other people as well. They can pick up on that, and that's really what the thing that's um, really holding you back, it seems. um, I'm very skinny, nothing going on up top or down below. I'm completely flat as a board. I always get made fun of for the way I look and get passed up for women who look like women and not 15-year-old girls, as I've been told in the past. It hurts me deeply. Last guy would ignore me every day because he'd rather watch YouTube videos all day and couldn't be bothered to check his phone or say good morning. Maybe, but it's like still it's kind of like an interpretation. It's like you're interpreting everything from your fear. Because maybe he was just into the YouTube videos, and didn't really. We often make meanings up as people in order to really justify the existing thoughts that we already have. So just really be cognizant and be careful about the existing thoughts and beliefs that you already have, because a lot of the times those thoughts and beliefs are just wrong, and we've grown to believe them as truth. I just want to hear I love you once in my life, but it seems like it would never happen for me. I want a forever partner, not necessarily a marriage and children. Um, yeah, I mean, that's great to want, but just approach dating not too committed at the start of dating. It can almost be like too much too soon. Just be careful of that and projecting like so much like seriousness onto the dating stages at the beginning. Um, I know a few women who are 40 and single, and I feel like that would be me, only they have kids because they could afford a sperm donor. Um, yeah, I mean, it's just like limiting beliefs. It's like she says, last guy would ignore me every day because he would rather. Yeah, I can't afford that luxury of a sperm donor. I would just like for once to be on someone's mind. Just needed to get it off my chest after a night of crying. Um, so look, the situation is to get people, even people you see as like not interested in you, like the boyfriend who watched YouTube. Um, at least you're getting dates. So there is a start. And so if you can get dates, it's like, well, men, at least some men are attracted to you. And so it's like you can get a date. And if you work on really your attitude towards relationships and your interpretation on looking for things where he does care about you and focusing on that, it's like where you focus, that's really what you feel. And so if you're always focused on, well, he's watching YouTube all day, and that's because I have a bad body and he is not attracted to me. Or you could say, he's on YouTube all day because he's working on his mission, because maybe he's watching, something that, he improves on, or he's working on some kind of passion he's got in his life, and that's awesome. And, I know he'll support me in my passions as well. And so it's like, if you can shift your story and recognize that it really isn't about your body necessarily. Now, that being said, I will be truthful on this, is that guys are visual. And so that is a factor. But what will help you more than anything is focusing on what you can control in your life instead of what you can't control. So, you can't control the genetics you've got. But what you can control is, your perception of the world, your perception of yourself. You can control your attitude if you have a positive attitude, if you can learn attraction skills. There's a lot of, unattractive people out there that are really, really good at attracting other people because they've spent the time and they've basically trained themselves and learned the skills in order to do so. And when you do this, and when you start making progress towards something, then it's really like, that is one of the biggest keys. If progress is one of the biggest keys to just feeling happy and feeling good about yourself. So work on progress, work on growing as a person, and focusing on the things that you can control.